Point Park is offering a new journalism program next fall. How we're one of only a few schools in the country to give it a try.
A new app is catching on all over campus. Meet the Point Park students who designed and developed the whole thing.
And Point Park's new Generation On program is making strides. All this and more, Point News starts now.
Live from the Point Park University Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh, this is Point News.
I'm Red Watson.
And I'm John Andreassi. A massive manhunt is underway this afternoon in Brussels for one of the men authorities believe played a role in the terrorist attacks in Brussels.
Point News reporter Jacqueline Roberts is here with the story. Jacqueline?
Thanks, guys. Law enforcement officials believe 5 terrorists are behind Tuesday's attacks on an airport and metro station in Brussels, Belgium. 3 of them, including 2 brothers, are dead. The status of the 4th man is unknown, while authorities believe a 5th suspect survived and is on the run. A grainy image of him wearing a hat has been circulating the internet. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the attacks, which killed 31 people and injured 270. Reporting for Point News, I'm Jacqueline Roberts.
President Barack Obama took a 3-day trip to Cuba this week. During his visit, he addressed the importance of ending the U.S. embargo. He delivered a speech to Cuban officials on Tuesday calling for Cubans to embrace change. His visit follows the 2014 agreement set to normalize relations between the United States and Cuba. Obama is the first president to visit the country in almost 90 years. Get out your sandals. The United Student Government is hosting its annual forum this Saturday at Village Park. And this year's theme is Life's a Beach. They host these events every year as a way for students to talk to, have fun, and discuss their concerns with their representatives from USG.
Typically it's held in the fall, but this year we wanted to try it in the spring this year just to see how it goes. So we like to see students come out and see their representatives for USG. And like I said, they voice their concerns. They can have fun. There's usually games involved, so that's what basically forum entitles. Basically, we're going to take after like relaxing on a beach, just chilling, just so that students can come out and just relax. They can get that beach feel in Pittsburgh because the weather's always jumping up and down, so that's what we're shooting at for this year.
There will be beach-style food, games, and music at the forum, which will be held Saturday at 2 p.m. in Village Park. If there is inclement weather, the event will move to the Lawrence Hall Ballroom.
Point Park's newest degree is getting a lot of attention. Environmental journalism will be offered this fall and is one of only 3 programs of its kind in the country. It's part of a grant by the Hounds Foundation and will focus on training journalists in reporting, data analysts, and various sciences. This was highlighted last week when a reporter who covered the Flint, Michigan water crisis came to Point Park to talk about his experience.
We will have a visiting journalist who will be in the Center for Media Innovation. So that person will probably part-time teach a couple of courses for us. Plus in the majors, several of the professors from our Natural Sciences Engineering Technology department will be teaching as well.
Chairman of the School of Communications, Tom Baggerman, described the school's new program as a group effort. Students in the environmental journalism program will use the school's new $2.5 million Center for Media Innovation.
A new app is sweeping across campus, one that was actually created by Point Park students. Point News reporter Jacob Como has the details.
Point Park University students have created an app that allows you to take your candid snaps and pictures of your friends and turn them into points, all right here on your iPhone. Thicket is a new picture-sharing based app developed by Point Park University students as a creative way to interact and play games with their friends over the phone. Each snapped photo of a friend earns you 10 points and can be voted upon by other friends for being interesting or funny. Among the Point Park students involved in the app's creation are senior cinema digital arts majors Mike Kooknick and Dan Helbling. Dan sits down and talks with me about his role with the app.
I am a tester for Thicket. I help debug it, help find issues with it, just so we can get to the point that it's going to be accepted into the App Store and distributed to just everybody.
Already, the app has gained a solid fan base, consisting mostly of college students around Pittsburgh who can't seem to put their phone down.
Thicket is just like a really fun thing, a fun social media that you feel like you're playing a game with your friends.
The app is officially available for free on iPhones by searching online at thickitapp.com. THICKIT app. Make sure to look out for Thicket and your friends taking your picture in the very near future. For Point News, I'm Jacob Como.
It's called Generation On, and Point Park's new national program is in the spotlight. Generation On is a nonprofit that focuses on improving the lives of children through community service. Point Park's Advertising Federation showcased its national campaign for Generation On to students and faculty in the GRW last Thursday. The purpose is to bring children together and get them involved at their local animal shelter.
And you couldn't get anything kind of warmer and dearer to our hearts than young kids and pets at pet shelters.
The project is a complete integrated marketing campaign that involves the use of social media, public relations, public service, and media opportunity. The campaign will be professionally implemented in June 2016. Point Park's Improv Club had an event last week, one where the audience could get involved in the wild fun. Point News reporter Eddie Trezino has the story.
Known it, but Point Park has an improv club called Slow Clap, which has meetings every Sunday 5 to 7. Last Sunday, they had an improv jam in which audience members could participate and join in short-form improv sketches right here on this stage.
The name of the group is Slow Clap, but lately the applause has been coming quicker for the members of the group. The group has been around for several years here at Point Park, but with a dwindling membership, it almost got canceled a few years back. But this year seems to be their breakthrough year because now they're attracting a crowd with their improv jam that happened last Sunday night.
In terms of the jam itself, it went really well. It was great that people actually got up on stage and participated who weren't a part of our club. I really hope this influences some more people to come out and try it.
Sunday's jam had audience members yelling out words which the improv players created scenarios around. The situations and wordplay got the audience laughing, and some of the viewers ended up joining the scenes.
But the best part of improv is everybody's being ridiculous, so there's strength in numbers.
The group plans to hold more improv jams as the months go on.
Slow Clap's always looking for members. For Point News, I'm Eddie Trezino.
Coming up on Point News, a Pitt student has created and now hosts a popular new late-night show.
Why he has Point Park to thank for a lot of what he's learned.
We are a social people. We share our inspiration, wisdom, creations, and memories. We share what makes us laugh and what angers us. Built on the notion of a free flow of ideas, our country thrives on the freedom of speech. Without it, who would watch over our governing powers? And how would we share our history to make a difference for the future? It's this freedom to share that gives us a reason to listen.
Start your morning with City News.
Start your morning with campus news.
Start your morning with political coverage.
Start your morning with fun.
Start your morning with us, only on Daybreak.
Did you know that Point Park has a cheerleading squad?
Don't get it confused.
Not only do our cheerleaders represent Point Park at regional and national competitions, but they also promote spirit and awareness of every sports team on campus. Come to any men's or women's varsity basketball game at home to watch the cheerleaders perform at halftime and cheer from the sidelines from the first jump ball to the final buzzer. Sports not your thing? You can catch the cheer team lead the crowd at the fall and spring pep rallies as well, or at several competitions around Pittsburgh each year. So what are you waiting for? Show the Point Park cheerleaders the support they show you.
We know you're wondering what the A-list celebrities are up to.
Well, here at Entertainment on Point, we're wondering too. Have you heard about James Franco and Seth Rogen's new movie?
No, but have you heard Beyonce's new single? Did you see what she was wearing on that red carpet?
Honey, that was not cute.
Did you see what happened on Scandal this week?
No, I was too busy keeping up with the Kardashians.
No matter what your guilty pleasure is, we've got you covered.
Entertainment on point. Get to the point of pop culture.
Yeah!
Point Park University and the University of Pittsburgh have something in common, and his name is Jesse Irwin.
The student is using both schools to complete a degree in broadcasting. Point News reporter Aaron Myler is here to explain. Aaron?
Jesse Irwin has a lot going on for him, and he has big plans too. In fact, one of those goals he's already reaching with the help of Point Park's classes and faculty.
Jesse Irwin is unique. He is one of the only broadcasting students at the University of Pittsburgh. He's created and now hosts the campus's late-night program, The Pitt Tonight Show.
Pitt Tonight is a late-night show that it's based at Pitt, and the idea of it is to provide a platform for students and their talent to come on the show and show off what they have to offer from different parts of the university.
The Pitt Tonight Show is a one-of-a-kind production here at the University of Pittsburgh. Pitt doesn't have an actual broadcasting major, so it was more difficult to get the show up and running.
We all need somebody to lead us.
Through working with the comm department, working with the film department, working with the theater department, we were able to combine the efforts of all of these different types of students and people with different types of skills and make it happen.
Even though Jesse Irwin is a student at the University of Pittsburgh, he still gets to take some classes here at Point Park University. He gets to learn from multiple professors and also participate in UView.
I'll take classes at Point Park because Point Park has the best broadcast program in Pittsburgh. So by cross-registering at PPU, I can get experiences with Gina or with UView or Paul and all those people. And then take them back to Pitt and show people like, okay, I learned how to do this for on camera, or I learned how to do this from a technological standpoint.
With what he's learned from Point Park and Pitt professors, Irwin has been able to get the show up and running. Irwin hosts and tapes the Pitt Tonight Show once a month with a live audience and band. Reporting for Point News, I'm Aaron Myler.
Coming up, Market Square has a public art installation for the third year in a row.
And the weather's looking warm. This plus sports coming up on Point News.
Here at the Pioneers sideline, we get freshmen involved as quickly as possible so they get the real-world experience on air and behind the scenes to set themselves apart in internships and potential jobs. Blaine, where is that video? I needed it in KeyPro like yesterday.
All right, I got you, Chris. But I had a quick question for you guys.
What do you mean the questions? It's always a question. It's always a... What? Where is he? Blaine! 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 Freshman, you can't find any good ones anymore.
Ever wanted to be behind the mic and have the world listening to your show on campus? Well, it's just as simple as joining WPPJ, Point Park's student-run radio station, located on the second floor of Lawrence Hall, right next to the dining services. Listeners can tune in using Point Park's website or through the TuneIn app by searching WPPJ. WPPJ welcomes any new DJs that want to get involved, so be heard. Do you have what it takes?
Well, no one showed up to the show tonight. Follow my lead. In 3, 2, take 2, open mics, cue talent. Good evening and welcome to UView News. I'm Josh Krupp. We begin with breaking news out of West Penn Hall. Ready, 3, take lower third. Traffic is backed up in the West Penn elevator line after elevator 1 broke down on the 7th floor. Lose lower third. Maintenance advises students to take the stairs to avoid delays. Ready, 2, take 2. In other news, no, you know what? I didn't sign up for this. We need crew. Join UView. Take alien hand transition.
With spring officially in the air, a local program hopes to bring visitors downtown. For the third year in a row, the Market Square Public Art Program presented an interactive display. Allard Van Horn created this year's exhibit. His creation, Mix and Match, features a giant stylus in the middle of the square that plays 8 different tracks. These tracks were created by recording various sounds, including tap dancing and steel drumming.
As it stands right now, I don't understand what I heard, and it was kind of scary, but I still think it's cool, and I'm definitely going to look more into it to find out what it actually is.
The goal of this program is to make the square a year-round destination. Citizens will be able to view the display through early May.
Spring has sprung and temperatures are on the rise this weekend. Madison Taylor has more on that with the weather outlook. Madison?
Thanks, John. So today is a really beautiful day, and we have a high of 61, a low of 47, and 0% chance of precipitation. And it looks like it's going to continue out into the weekend being pretty comfortable weather. We have 64 as the high, 50 as the low, and 0 precipitation really. And then moving along, we see 46 as the high, 31 as the low, and again, little precipitation. Back to you, Red.
The Pirates and Orioles are facing again as we speak. Left-hander John Neese took the mound for the Buccos this afternoon. Yesterday, the Pirates defeated the Baltimore Orioles by the final of 6-5. The Pirates won on the back of 3 home runs by Andrew McCutchen, Gregory Polanco, and Starling Marte. Pitcher Jeff Locke picked up the win. The Penguins have been on a hot streak as of late, winning 6 straight against their Metropolitan Division opponents. The team will look to make it 7 straight wins tonight as they take on the New Jersey Devils at 7 p.m. at the Consol Energy Center. And well, the Pitt men's basketball program is left without a coach these days. Longtime coach Jamie Dixon left the program this week. No replacement has officially been announced yet. John, back to you.
That does it for this week's Point News. Be sure to join us next Thursday live at 2 p.m. Have a great week, everybody.